Good morning, everybody. We're watching scenes of a professional competitive eater who took on the challenge of eating a 10-pound burrito in 1 hour. Brooke says, psh. 6, 5, 4, 3, oh, this is going to be gross. 2, 1. Oh, wrong. Oh, that's just gross. Here we go. Oh, my God. So if you eat the 10-pound burrito in 1 hour, it's free. She finishes it in 10 minutes. Oh, my God. Well, there you go. What do you think, Brooke? Could you take her?
Sure. Why not?
Why not? All right. Well, we're going to draft our favorite movie soundtracks coming up. And then we're going to pick up where we left off, trying to guess the country superstar that's moving in across the street from Ben's mom's house in Nashville. He was back home this weekend and was pretty blown away when he found out who it is that's moving in across the street.
Alicia in Phoenix playing with Brooke on 2.
Okay.
Brenda in Glendale playing with Ben on 4.
Sorry, Ben.
Okay. You say Alicia is on 2?
Alicia in Phoenix is on 2 with Brooke. Brenda in Glendale is on 4 with Ben.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Ben, ignore the first text.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
It's now time for Tim, Ben, and Brooks' Pyramid of Winning!
That's right. Dirks Bentley is finally happening this Friday. Auction with Riley Green, Parker McCollum, and we want to get you in. What you're going to do is win on the pyramid. We're going to start with Brenda in Glendale playing with you, Ben.
All right. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are you? I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. You guys have 30 seconds on the clock to name as many reality shows as possible. Reality shows, 30 seconds, go.
Okay, Jeff Probst is the host, CBS. They're on an island. They're trying to become the
Survivor.
Yes,
Survivor,
okay.
Survivor.
Okay, women are vying for the attention of this single guy on
The
ABC.
Bachelor.
Yes, okay. Let's see. These are ladies that are very rich. They are
The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Atlanta, LA.
Any of them. That's good. You got it. Okay. Kim, Courtney, Chloe.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
They all go Mr. Wonderful. So,
Oh, yeah.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank was the last one. You did
Good job.
really good.
It sounds like her and Ben know the Real Housewives.
Well, Ben has got the 86-inch television just so he could watch Bachelorette.
True.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's just true.
Brooke, say hello to Alicia.
Hey, Alicia.
Hi, Brooke.
All right, I think we can get 5. That's so doable.
Okay. Yeah. 4 is the number to beat. With 5, you win. 30 seconds to name as many game shows. All right. These are game shows. 30 seconds. Go.
All right, Alex Trebek was the host of.
Jeopardy.
Yep, this is where you guess how much something costs.
Price is Right.
Yep, this is where you spend something big.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yep, this is Regis was the host, and you guess and you win.
Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yep, Steve Harvey is the host of this.
Family Feud.
Yep. Okay, you're riding in a taxi. I don't know if you know this one.
Cash Cab.
Oh, I
yeah,
love Cash
love
Cab. This is Tim was actually on this game. Donnie Osmond.
Yeah. The pyramid, the real pyramid of winning. Yeah.
You
Congratulations.
are on fire. You're going to Dirks Bentley.
Awesome.
Yeah. We'll see you out there this Friday. And stay hydrated because it's going to be warm. What do you know?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Coming up in just a minute, we're going to draft our favorite movie soundtracks and then continue trying to guess the identity of this country superstar moving into Ben's mom's neighborhood. And most important, just be sure you're listening at 7:50 and 50 past all day long for your keyword to send the family to Disneyland and the new Avengers Campus from 1025 KNIX.
Damn, she was on fire.
Both those contestants were great.
Fire.
In Fuego.
Ben, I was telling Tim I watched The Fugitive last night.
How did it stack up?
Well, I loved it.
Still good, huh?
I mean, you have those moments where the 90s do the cheesy one-liners, you know?
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it was a pretty good movie. Brian liked it. You know, when he beats a guy to a pulp on the subway, and then Harrison Ford looks at him and goes, "You missed your stop." It's like, that's cheesy. But other than that, the plot, Tommy Lee Jones, A+.
What was his? I want to search every outhouse, man house, blah, blah, blah.
Bathhouse, and yeah.
He was, I say he was, because I haven't seen Tommy Lee Jones in a movie in a long time. Kind of retired, right?
I think he retired, yeah. I mean, I love him. Love him.
You know who his roommate in college was, don't you?
Who was it?
You don't know?
I feel like I've heard this, but
You have.
if you say it.
He invented the internet.
Oh, Al Gore.
Yes.
Yes.
Tommy Lee and we had a wild time. I remember he would bring back chicks, and I was like, look, I need some sleep. You're making too much noise 5 feet away from me, Tommy.
My favorite Tommy Lee Jones movie ever is Lonesome Dove.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to go with Coal Miner's Daughter.
Coal Miner's Daughter.
He's just great.
So, there's Chelsea. Okay, let me just see if I can pull this up here real quick. Do. So we had one round of trying to guess who was. Yeah, that's a good idea, Brooke. Guess who the superstar is living across the street from Ben's mom, or soon to be. So let me just see if I can get back to our. Here we go. All right. There's the list. Question 1, is it a country star? Yes. Is it a man? No. Does Brooke love this person? Yes. Married? Yes. Children? No. Brand new country artist? No. Have we met this person? Yes. Is it a crossover artist? Meaning, are they also, do they get played on pop or other forms of radio? No. Have they ever hosted or been the musical guest on Saturday Night Live? No. So once we clear our draft, we're going to get back to some questions. And if we don't get it in the next round, then Ben will reveal who is the country superstar at 7:50. You got that posted so quick. I'm going, man, she must have transcribed my notes so quickly.
No, I just took a picture of it.
Yeah, good.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, Tina, I hope so. Yeah, that's a great. That'd be a great pick. Yeah.
That is a good pick.
Jesus, what was your favorite Grease Lightning?
So 2 away. Yeah. Got it. Alexander Hamilpeck is so excited for Dirk Bentley on Friday. Morning, Melinda. Let's see. Ben, I think I'll have you back sell this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 solid picks.
I have 8 solid picks as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're the same.
A couple.
Better Together. Luke Combs, 1025 KNIX. We're Tim, Ben, and Brooke. Welcome back from the weekend. Hope you had a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be our Tim Minnebrook draft here in 2 songs, and we're drafting our favorite movie soundtracks. I just looked down my list. I have 8 solid picks. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with.
This
8.
is, I'm a movie buff. This was
Yeah.
so hard for me. Over the weekend, I put a lot of thought into this.
Did you
No,
really?
of course I did. This is my thing.
I mean, I put a lot of thought into this about 7 minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
me
put
too.
almost 2 minutes of thought into this.
For you, that's
Yeah.
huge.
And we both came up with 8. No way. Friday is Alexander Hamilpeck's 39th.
Really?
Drinking from the fountain of youth, Alexander. Looking good.
So handsome.
I need to get a new pair of cowboy boots because the boots I bought the weekend before I started on a country radio station many, many years ago. I went to pull them on recently, and the leather kind of ripped like it was, beyond repair.
What'd you get? What are they, ropers?
I don't know. They were just from Cowtown Boots.
There you go.
So we went to Las Vegas with our friends, Sam and Dan, and we were just having fun. And it was the weekend before I started on the other station, the very first time. And I won some money at a blackjack table and stumbled into the Cowtown Boots next door and bought my first pair of cowboy boots. And I've had them ever since. I love those boots.
I remember going to Seva's Western World.
Yeah.
Right when we arrived at that other station that you left.
Yep.
The tall man. Hey, man. That's our program director. You need to go get some cowboy clothes. We go in there. And I've never had a pair of Wranglers on in my life. I grew up in Nashville, but nobody in Nashville is wearing Wranglers.
Yeah.
They're just not. I mean, it's a cowboy thing.
Yeah. The brush popper shirts and the Wranglers.
The Mo Betta shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I put them on, come out, and the girl's like, those aren't tight enough. Gotta be tighter. I'm like, tighter?
Tighter.
It's like,
like a cheap motel.
well, that's right. No ballroom.
We used to. There was a Western wear store called Shepler's.
I remember that.
And their tagline was, this guy sounded like a cowboy. He'd say, Shepler's Western wear for that little bit of cowboy in you. And we'd always tease Andrea and say, Andrea, you had a little bit of cowboy in you this weekend, didn't you? Oh, my goodness.
Woohoo.
Okay, Wendy Pollack has a specific question. Was the country star's husband ever in law enforcement? Don't answer that right now, Ben. But that's a decent question to. I see you working, Wendy.
I see you working.
All right, all right.
All right.
Ben, are you planning on going to Dirk's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How could I not? I want to have an overpriced concert. Oh, likewise. You guys have met Alexander Hamilpeck. I have not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In person.
You bet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome. Which location of Saba? Because I grew up. That's where that was my go-to back to school place. All right, here we go. All right.
Ooh. Third pick.
I'm gonna Google.
What are you Googling?
Saba's.
Oh. It's
They-
also a good restaurant. Saba's.
They,
Looks like they have a Chandler location. Is that it?
they closed Scottsdale Shay.
Yeah. That's where I used to go.
Yeah.
Is what you kids call Old Town. All right, here we go.
Tim, Ben, and Brooke are drafting. Play along and pick one of the three topics they decide to choose. Tim, Ben, and Brooke are drafting. Play along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Brought to us this morning by Desert King Windows. And the draft topic is movie soundtracks. So, girl boy, take it away.
Tim, you have the first pick.
It's so nice of you guys to give me the first pick. All right, this is tough for me because there's a soundtrack that I love more than any other. But I was going to pick strategically, but I can't give up this first pick. So I'm just going to go with it. Purple Rain.
We knew
Purple Rain.
You stole that from Ben. I don't think Beryl and I were going to say.
Well, that movie, it's like terrible movie, terrible acting, but the musical performances by Prince and the Revolution and Morris Day and the Time is so good. I love that soundtrack.
I mean, just the song Purple Rain is the most iconic.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
true.
solid.
I have the second pick, and I will take A Star is Born. Ben, you have the third pick.
Since you guys took mine, I'm gonna go country. I'm gonna go pure country.
Oh,
Pure country. Nothing but George Strait hits.
yeah.
How can you go wrong?
Okay.
You have your first and your second pick.
Okay. But there's no question. Forrest Gump. It had Creedence Clearwater Revival, Aretha Franklin, Elvis Presley, Bob Dylan. Who? Willie Nelson, Bob Seger, Against the Wind. I mean, there's just nothing that holds a candle to Forrest
It
Gump.
was a double good one.
Yeah. Then for the second one, oh boy, I'm gonna go with my heart. The movie Almost Famous.
Oh,
That was
mean,
on my list.
Tiny, the moment in the bus where they all bust out and sing Tiny Dancer.
Yeah.
Best musical moment
yeah.
in all history.
All right, Ben, your second pick.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Saturday Night Fever.
Aha.
Why don't you give us a little sample?
Okay, that can stop.
Yeah, all right, sorry.
All right, my second pick. I'm gonna go to the danger zone with Top Gun.
Top Gun. Oh, man.
That's good too.
The love song, yeah.
You've lost that
That
love
love
and
and
feeling.
feeling.
All right, Tim, your second and your third pick.
With my second pick in the best soundtracks draft, I'm picking Guardians of the Galaxy.
It is good.
Okay. And my last pick, man, oh man. I'm just gonna go Urban Cowboy.
All right.
All right. And I'm gonna wrap my pick up with Footloose.
Footloose. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
All right, Ben.
I've gone country. I've got old school Bee Gees.
Don't
I'm
take
gonna really go another direction. Straight out of Compton.
I like it.
Ben, sing one line from Straight Outta Compton. You don't, Ben.
There's too much cussing. I
You
can't
don't
do
know one song.
I love it.
I love it, man.
All right, Brooke, wrap us up.
Well, I'm gonna go with the highest selling of all time.
Okay.
And I
Lion King.
will always. Yeah, The Bodyguard. Whitney
Oh,
Houston.
Bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
I thought you were
Whitney
doing your-
Houston, the Lion
I think
King.
you were doing your whatever.
No, I just can't sing.
Oh.
I was thinking I will always love you.
That's the circle of life you taking.
Okay. All right. Listen, we'll recap those here in just a bit and let you know how you can pick who you thought had the best draft. I don't know, Ben. That might have been some of the best picks you've ever had.
Gun to your head.
I covered the whole gamut, didn't I?
Sure did. Plus, we'll try to figure out who's the celeb moving in across from Ben's mom.
Living on gin and juice. That's not Straight Out of Compton. That's the Chronic. I believe Saturday Night Fever was the best selling of all time, wasn't it?
Bodyguard.
Oh, really?
I mean, okay, so it's always tricky and adjust for inflation. I'm not sure, because like
Mhm.
70s versus. But I always thought it was The Bodyguard.
I mean, on my list, I threw in there Pitch Perfect,
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid,
Oh, Little Mermaid was on my list.
Begin Again.
Oh, that's good, but that wouldn't have won any. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine, I figured I wouldn't get Footloose because I just figured I'd lose that one. I had my fourth one could be 8 Mile.
8 Mile.
That you should have gone with 8 Mile.
I did, but I just thought to me, Footloose is just more of an iconic like soundtrack.
I was gonna say Titanic, just because.
The whatchamacallit song for What's Your Name?
Then I was gonna say Grease, but I'm like, that's kind of a musical. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah.
But then what I was gonna say that was gonna lose it all for me, but I feel like I should have gone with The Heart is The Graduate.
The Graduate,
Right on.
another one.
But-
Thank you, Josh.
Simon and Garfunkel.
But The Graduate was like the first big movie to use like songs, not just like a score. Psycho had the score, but this was like the first.
Well, I mean, technically, I would say Hard Day's Night and Help.
But those are, I meant like a non-musical variety.
Mhm.
This was like the first time on a large scale.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, almost Bodyguard. I don't
Pretty
know.
Woman. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Pure country, though. I mean, come on. He's
Sing
right.
a song about the heartland.
Heartland.
And also, Across My Heart.
Those were all hits, just about. And it's not on any list. Like if you go Google like the top 100,
Yeah.
they don't even think about that.
That's what
one.
I was saying. When I Ben and I had a brief conversation at the urinals, and I just said, if you Google best soundtracks of all time, you can get 10 different sites, and they're not all the same movies. Brooke saying Whitney Houston and Beryl singing The Lion King.
Well, it's usually when she starts singing when she goes into.
Yeah, I was trying to hit that Whitney Houston run, but it.
It sounds like you're. What is that you sing when you're like?
Ah,
"Ah,
Swin-
Ah,
Arasunda.
yeah. Wayne's World, another one.
Yeah.
Urban Cowboy. I was going to go with
I'm not familiar with.
Saturday Night Fever. Urban Cowboy was like the
I know-
cowboy version of that.
I know John. I've never seen it. It's with John Travolta, but that's not Midnight Cowboy. That's with John Voight.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Um,
Urban Cowboy is looking for love in all the wrong places.
Looking for nub. You
Looking
never
for
saw
nub.
Saturday Night Fever, Brooke?
I saw Saturday Night
I was about
Fever.
to say.
I've
come
never
on.
seen Urban Cowboy in its entirety.
Hello, Karen in Wisconsin.
That's right, sissy. Come on.
Morning, Terry.
I had Pitch Perfect. I thought you would have
Pitch Perfect.
right?
Yeah, I could have gone with Pitch Perfect.
Then I had The Lion King on there, but
Yeah.
the Titanic only had one song. That's why I didn't. And then it had
Yeah.
like great scores, but we
Mhm.
weren't doing scores because if we were doing
Yeah.
scores, I would have done Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Rocky was a great soundtrack.
But that was
It was scores.
yeah. That's another topic. Scores.
But gonna fly now. That was
Who's Run Up the Steps?
It was a huge hit on the radio.
Anybody?
Dirty Dancing. Huh?
Anybody run up the Rocky Steps before?
I have.
No.
I have.
Philadelphia.
Yep.
Kathy, I was going to go with Hamilton, but, since I came to love it as a musical, even though they made a movie out of it.
We can recap here quickly and then set up Ben's the guesses again.
Okay.
You'll need
Yeah,
pause.
I'm glad we didn't go with musicals because that's like a whole nother.
Yeah.
Do you need this?
Yeah. Ben, you're going to back sell Sammy?
Sam. Sam Hunt.
Woo!
1025 KNIX. Breaking up pretty easy in the 90s. We're
All
Tim
right.
Ben and Brooke.
Winning your way to Disneyland pretty easy right here this week because in, let's see, that's 15 minutes from now. We got another keyword, 50 past all day. Here's a recap of our TBB Monday morning draft. Best soundtracks. I went with Purple Rain, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places. Urban Cowboy.
I went second. I took A Star is Born, Top Gun, and Footloose.
Wow.
I went third. Pure Country, George Strait. Saturday Night Fever, John Travolta. Come on. Hey, yo, straight out of Compton.
Still can't name a song, but that's okay.
Straight out of Compton.
Well, besides,
NWA. In the house.
Then just say, back that booty up.
Back that booty up.
oh gosh. Okay. Then I went last. Forrest Gump, Almost Famous, and The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston singing I Will Always Love You.
You can vote on that for the next 24 hours on our story on Instagram, and then we'll have the results tomorrow morning. Man, there's a couple of different ways this could go. I'm anxious to see. All right, we're going to try more guesses to figure out who is the country superstar moving into Ben's mom's neighborhood in Nashville, and we could use your help too, so don't be shy now. Here's Jameson Rogers and his buddy Luke Combs. There's a cold beer calling my name. 1025 KNIX and the iHeartRadio app. All right.
We'll play.
So, we'll go right here then. All right. I'll recap the guesses we've had so far, and then Beryl's going to take the first one.
Can you turn my mic down?
Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13.
So we'll each get a guess here,
Yeah.
right? And or each throw a clue, or how do we want to do it where somebody gets to make their guess?
Well, you can make a guess at any time,
Okay.
but all right, Brooke, you back sell it.
Hmm.
This is a bad question to ask you right now, Brooke. But do you ever feel like you get too much sleep and you still wake up tired?
I don't know what that means.
I
mean-
think I was out last night by 7:30. I was just zonked.
I haven't slept since Alaska.
Hmm. What are some must-see spots? I got to be honest with you.
20 seconds.
Hang on, we'll answer that in just a second here.
Yeah.
Cold beer calling my name. That's Jameson Rogers and Luke Combs, 1025 KNIX.
Okay, we're playing 20 questions with Ben. He came back from visiting his mom in Nashville, and he said, "You're not going to believe who's moving in right across the street from her house." We asked several questions earlier, playing 20 questions to try to guess. He says it's a country superstar.
Girl.
It's a girl.
Mhm.
Does Brooke love this person? Answers yes. Is she married? Yes. Does she have children? No. Is it a new country artist? No. Have we met this person? Ben says yes. Is it a crossover artist? Also has hits on like other forms of radio? No. Have they ever been the musical guest on Saturday Night Live? No. All right, so we've got 11 questions left. Barrel Boy, what's your next question?
Has this star ever been divorced?
That was my question.
Ooh.
Yes.
I know it.
Oh.
Okay.
You're narrowing in.
Can I
sounds
go
like-
next?
Do you have any more, Barrel?
No, go if you wanted to fire one off, Tim.
All right.
Does this person love dogs?
Yes.
Okay, I know who it
yeah.
is. It's obvious, but I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to say it?
Go ahead.
Is it my favorite all time, Miranda Lambert?
It is.
Oh, my
Wow.
You're joking.
I'm not.
Wait.
So Miranda Lambert has
Oh.
purchased a house in your old neighborhood and is going to live right across the street from your mom.
Exactly.
Okay, so when can I go stay with your mom? And is your mom going to go over and bake her something? Because in the South, that's very customary to bring a casserole.
I don't know. I shouldn't be talking about this right now. I've been sworn to secrecy, but of course, I had to let a friend of mine actually told me who it was. My mom knew. First thing she said is, "You're not going to believe," and
Okay.
I pried it out of my friend who was a realtor in Nashville.
Okay, so a couple things. You showed us the picture of the house, which we won't post just out
No.
of respect.
Mhm.
It's a nice house. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but it's not like a mansion that I would think Miranda Lambert worth what $20 million or more,
Uh-huh.
right? Because didn't she live on a huge ranch? And
Well, she probably has 3 or 4 houses, wouldn't you think?
True.
This is probably her in-town
But the-
bungalow.
The other thing is, who here has been to Graceland in Memphis? All right, Beryl has.
Very, yeah.
bucket list, I
Mhm.
want
Yep.
to.
Ben, you
I've
have.
been. Oh yeah.
It's not that impressive. I mean, it's Elvis, and you think, and you've heard about it and seen pictures of it iconically, but would you guys agree? You show up and you go, oh, it's just a regular old mansion. It's not like this massive thing that you'd think. right?
Totally.
Yeah. And I did like that jungle room though.
Well, this house is bigger than that, and one of the draws I think is there's a recording studio
Okay.
in the house that was built by the former owner of the house. They were some, I think, Christian label act,
Okay.
and they built a really nice studio in there. So I think that's probably why.
Do you think your mom's gonna be cleaning up some dog poop maybe from the across the street?
I don't know.
That
Yeah.
is so freaking cool. I wouldn't be able to not be like looking out my window and trying to be her friend.
I know.
Does your mom like her or even know or is aware?
Oh yeah, my mom's but my mom still has not admitted it. She's like, I got to do it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
and you'll
no.
know if things between her and her husband are not well if she wakes up one morning and looks out and the whole house is burned down. Right?
I'm so jealous.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
If somebody on the stream had said, was this person, this female country superstar, ever married to someone who used to be in law enforcement? I'm like, oh, that's a great question.
Well, my next question was this: has this person ever thrown a salad at somebody and been caught on
Ding, ding,
TMZ?
ding. Good job. Thank you, Ben.
That's pretty freaking awesome, I gotta say.
Maddie, the Hall of Fame is good. And since you're right down there on Broadway, you got to stumble on into all those little honky tonks in there, including, anybody who's playing along Lower Broadway is going to be good. What's the most famous one there, Ben?
Tootsie's.
Tootsie's, yeah.
Tootsie's is the world famous.
Tootsie's is the
There's a lot of though. Robert's Western World.
Robert's Western Wear is good.
World, yeah.
The Stage.
Stage, a bigger venues, the White Horse Saloon or whatever it is.
Yep, it's all the Ryman Auditorium is right there. And then not far, I'd say it's worth a hop in a Lyft or an Uber and have them spin you up and down Music Row, because it's pretty impressive that how much music comes out of just these two kind of normal streets.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
If you want to see stars, you're not going to see them on Lower Broad. They don't go down there.
Yeah.
None of the local people go down. That's like living in Vegas and going to the Strip. You don't do it. People don't want to deal with pedal carts and bachelorette parties. And
yeah.
So if you want to see go to the Green Hills Mall.
Green Hills Mall.
See them every time I go there. Green Hills Mall. And then Green Hills is where the Bluebird Cafe is. That's right next to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Off of Hillsboro.
What is the suburb south of town where most of them live? Like Franklin
and Brentwood.
Get
Yeah.
a little more land.
Go to
down
the
there.
grocery store in those places.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's a lot of new. Green Hills is blown up, and there's a lot of new restaurants down there.
But
crazy.
it's worth a trip out to Opryland if you got the time.
That hotel. I remember seeing you. We were competing against each other. We
Yeah.
were there for CMA week, and you said, "Man, this place is like Survivor."
they should drop you in the middle of Opryland, and then if you can make it out, you win. Yeah, there are people there that I think were the children of workers in the Opryland Hotel, because it's all under glass. It's all domed in.
If you go to Nashville during the holidays, Opryland Hotel is worth going to see because they light it up inside. It's the biggest indoor hotel. The lobby goes on for a mile.
And
Crazy.
I think seeing the Grand Ole Opry once is worth it. Sometimes there's huge names on there, but it's kind of fun to see. They do that at the Opryland now, and occasionally they do it back at the Ryman where it started. But
if you rent a car and you go and say like you're down by the Hilton and Broadway, and you go away from the Cumberland River, just going up into town, you can go left or right. There's a fork, and one is 21st Avenue, and the other is, I'm blanking on the name. Where I'm.
That's Music Row, right?
Yeah, it goes toward Music Row and Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you keep going straight to the right, and you just keep going, it's beautiful. You'll see the suburbs of Nashville, and
yeah.
If you keep going up Highway 100, there's a place called the Loveless Motel where a lot of Jimmy Buffett lived at the Loveless Motel, and they have really good biscuits for breakfast. It's famous for that. Percy Warner Park. No, tourists don't go there, but that's where I played frisbee in high school.
All right.
And did illegal things.
Good.
With all my buddies.
All right. I'm just pulling it right on up here. Do we have anything for 50, you think? Hold on. Burp, burp, burp. All right. Looking for did you send over the thing we were supposed to do for Fox 10? Oh, good. Okay. Here's just a little. For 50. Can we talk about Brian trying to pick a dress out for you?
Sure. Sure.
So here's kind of what we're talking about, Lower Broadway.
Or the subway thing? Or do you want to save that?
Let's save that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got the Bridgestone Arena. Here's the, let's see. Country Music Hall of Fame is over here. Where's that? Right here? It's right here. Anyway. Football stadium's right across the river. And then this is a little area where Music Row is. So it's really close.
See that fork where Music Row? There's the fork right there.
Yeah.
If you go right.
This one?
Yeah, you'll end up in Belmead, where a lot of hoity-toity country stars live. And
Belmead
Boulevard, which dead ends into Percy Warner Park, which is a huge, beautiful park.
And where did your mom live?
Well, don't
I'm
say.
not saying. I can't
Say
tell you.
neighborhood. Right out loud. Do you think people are going to drive there like crazy maniacs?
Wait.
Well, you could say I could say I live in North Central. Where does your mom live?
She lives between Belmead and Forest Hills. She kind of lives in a void. She lives in the
out here
in the city of Nashville. There's really no neighborhood name for it.
Belmead.
I'd say Green Hills.
We went somewhere when we were back there for my daughter's graduation. It was like this hilly country somewhere south of town, and it was owned by Kix Brooks, but it was like a winery and obviously one of the spots around town where you would go get your engagement photos done or your pregnancy photos done. Losers. Yeah, Losers is great. It's right next to Winners.
There's a thing they do every year in Nashville called Steeplechase, the Iroquois Steeplechase.
Okay.
It is the most fun you will have in Nashville. It's a horse race that's just through the country. It's kind of like there's no track, but they jump over big, hedges, and they create this course out in the country field.
They have a big sumo wrestler cut out.
Yeah, but 100,000 people show up and just party their butts off.
What time of year is it?
It's in the spring. My friend actually gave me a picture of me at steeplechase. I'll send it to you, Tim. From 19 somewhere in the 90s.
All right. Who's that picture of, Ben?
That's two of my high school buddies.
All right.
We were feeling no pain that day.
So here is what I just looked up. Nashville to Pigeon Forge is 3 hours and 39 minutes. Unless you want to go through Chattanooga. How long is it down to Memphis?
About 3 hours west.
Yeah.
Same highway, 40.
All right. There you go. All right. Man, I'm going to have you back, Sal.
Who? Me?
Yep. Ben Campbell.
Shake it for me.
And you said you ran into George Strait's backup singer this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And did you do your George Strait impersonation for her?
I did.
How'd she like it?
She loved it. She was great. She was awesome. My friend that I went out to lunch with knows her, and she was there at the same restaurant. And he was telling me she still gets a check every month, even though George is semi-retired.
Yeah.
She still gets paid.
Really?
Yeah, he takes care of his peeps.
Well, and he's going to fire up some Vegas shows again. So.
Mm-hmm. Her response was, "That's a good impression. Why don't you tell him to pay me more?"
Have you ever done it for George?
I did, yeah. He liked it.
All right.
Shh. Shake it.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Bryan, 102.5 KNIX. We're Tim Benenbrook.
So this week we're headed for Ak-Chin and the Dierks Bentley Show. Next weekend, we're headed to Brooks' homeland, Raleigh, Durham, and we're going to finally, fingers crossed, pull off your wedding reception. Now, probably in all of your best laid plans and all those dreams, you never imagined you'd have to deal with what to wear to your wedding reception because you're pregnant.
Yeah, look, we got married before this, obviously, but we did the down payment and paid a deposit to the caterers, and we couldn't get the money back. So we party on, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't order a dress too much ahead of time because I didn't know how big I'd be. I didn't know how much I'd be eating.
By next week, how many weeks?
Next week I'll be 32, going on 33 weeks. So pretty pregnant.
Uh-huh.
And so it is very difficult to find a cocktail wedding dress. It's not like you can walk into Nordstrom and be like, I need a wedding dress for pregnancy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm ordering all this stuff online and nothing fits. Nothing looks good. My normal size doesn't fit. Like, it's a disaster. So the hormones, maybe I cried a little bit. Maybe I got upset.
Mhm.
And my poor sweet husband tries to come to the rescue. And he goes, no, I'm gonna find you one. I'm gonna pick you out a dress. Now, this is the man that wears cargo shirts with holes in them. You know,
Sure.
he's not fashion forward. I'm not really either. But watching the dresses that he selected for me, it turned my whole mood around and it made me laugh. I was peed on myself because
Really?
these dresses were so ridiculous.
Can we see some?
Well,
Well, there. Is that them?
No, but I
Oh.
heard that and I thought, how hard could this be? I admire Brian for his, you know, his resourcefulness. I just pulled up the website to the Dress Barn, and I'm looking for some possibilities for you, Brooke. How about
Oh,
this one? It's on sale for $54. It's kind of flouncy.
I mean, that looks like maybe we were at Little House on the Prairie.
The Laura Ingalls collection.
It does. That's not for me. Lovely. I don't have a problem with Dress Barn. I'm just saying this is not quite what we're looking for, Tim.
How about this lady? She might be pregnant.
That's not nice.
I'm just saying.
That's
I can't believe. So you have to post the pictures of the dresses that Brian chose for you.
right. Because I don't want anything like super, super tight. And the first one was tight. Then I said, I want something flowy. And then he picked like a tie-dye. I don't even know how to describe it.
Definitely
but I will.
has side pockets on it.
But bless his heart for trying. So if you want to have a good laugh, ladies,
Right.
ask your husband to pick you out a nice formal dress and see what he comes up with. Hilarious.
Don't you think we can get this done by the end of the show, Beryl?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You three, I would trust Ben, maybe. He's got good style. Beryl, no. Tim, no.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
Ben, possibly.
I'll tell you what. I just bring some yoga pants, and I'll get another extra large Jack Daniels T-shirt for you. Worst case scenario, right?
Great. That sounds great.
1025 KNIX. Thanks for listening. We're Tim, Ben, and Brooke. I mean,
If I had to pick, my life depended on it, and said one of these three has to pick you out a dress,
yeah,
Oh,
I would trust Ben the most.
well,
this dress would
that's-
fit. Yeah.
thanks, I think.
Yeah, but it's just very casual.
Okay.
Too
All right.
casual.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's hard because you're right. It's like the baby bump. You don't.
I didn't know
It
how.
has to be a maternity
there you
dress.
go.
Right.
This
Tim.
one for sure.
That looks like something Brian would have picked out. No. These women aren't pregnant, Tim. They're just larger. That's not. You can't do that.
Well, can you Google pregnancy cocktail dress? What I mean,
I
what
did.
happens when that happens?
Oh, I've ordered 7. I mean, I already tried on about 5, and then 5 more are coming because nothing looks right. Nothing fits right. It's difficult.
I bet when you order it online, it's tough because
Yeah. We can't go and try on.
there's nowhere to try on.
I mean, no, I don't know of any cocktail pregnancy stores.
Mhm.
True.
Isn't that kind of a like oxymoron?
What?
Pregnancy cocktail dress?
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably those two don't usually go together.
exactly. That's
Okay, let's go to Nordstrom.
Say just
I already ordered 4 from Nordstrom. Trust me.
This is kind of what you look like. This lady here, kind of like you're not.
But she's black.
Hmm?
What do you mean?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
you mean
that's
this?
what your bump looks
Oh,
like. That this lady
Okay.
too. You're not really
oh.
all over. You're kind of like
Well, Tim, I am. That's the problem. That's why I can't be wearing something spandexy and tight. But I appreciate you saying that.
about that. That looks nice.
It's
Yeah.
too tight.
Okay.
What if you Google maternity wedding wear?
Ben, I'm telling you this weekend, this is all I did. I
It's-
promise you.
Okay.
I've ordered a total of 12. It's
Google shotgun wedding reception.
listen, I have
How
5
about
more dresses coming, so I'm
how about-
hopeful.
tarps for sale? Just a tarp.
Tense. Just moo moo.
Here. Shotgun
Shotgun wedding wear.
wedding attire. Wedding attire. Oh, attire wrong.
Oh, there's a girl with a literal shotgun.
Yeah. Well,
It's tricky, but I'm hoping I have 5 more coming. The first 5 didn't work, and I'm hoping one of those 5. Well, part of the reason Brian felt bad is because I came down in 3 and he laughed, and I got upset.
oh yeah, that's not
He
good.
said, "You look like a lampshade."
Oh.
I'm like, "That's not."
This was 10 shotgun wedding attire. Look at this.
She's not pregnant.
She's not pregnant.
She's not pregnant. She's not pregnant either.
No, she's not.
None of these girls are pregnant.
Oh well.
See?
I admire Brian for. Did you?
I found it.
Can you email it to me? All right.
Oh boy.
All righty. As soon as we get it, we'll show it. And
Dress barn.
Ben, when we get there, you're going to back sell this, okay? It's famous friends, Kane Brown and Chris Young.
Okay.
Okay, just checking the email. I can just tell from the look on Barrel Boy's face. This is
It's
going to be
not
good.
going to be good.
Come on, email. Omar. Omar's the tent maker. All right. Here we go.
Coleman Collection.
Barrel Boy says this is the dress. You have to wear this dress, Brooke.
Okay. I can't see it.
Let me put it there, and I'll pull it up right on over here. Do. All right. Here it is.
Jeez, I'm out. That's it.
Oh, that's
I'll
it.
see you later.
That's all
That's
she
it for
wrote.
Brooke.
All right.
Can't do
You
it.
guys have a great day. We'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning.